going on, everyone? Time to review Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 3, Episode 19, titled Failed Experiments. It's been raining all day, and we're right by the window, and there's metal stuff in the back, and it's making big splashy, big sound metal stuff. So, if it's making noise, I hope it doesn't make it that loud on the video, but if you hear the that's it's raining, and it's been raining all day, and I can't control the rain, and it's pissing me off, and so that's been that all day. So just imagine living next to the metal. Either way, on to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. This Tuesday is the 2-hour Season 3 finale. I really like how it's going to be 2 hours, man. 2 hours of action-packed fun. Who's going to die? Who's going to be the fallen agent? Either way, this was from 2 weeks ago, this episode, Failed Experiment. Let me tell you, the Kree. That's all you need to know, the Kree, baby. Oh yeah. Spoiler review, if you didn't know already, spoiler review over there. So anyway, it should take me less than 2 minutes to recap the episode, give you the pros, cons, and final score. Let's get right to it, shall we? First off, man, Hive, we see Hive young, almost like a Far Cry Primal sort of way, like he's like, oh, he's like what do you call him? Not like a caveman, but he's a warrior, a tribe, But he's alone, he's hunting, and the Kree land, and he runs, and the Kree end up experimenting on him, and they test him, and they put him with the Kree blood inside him and all that. So now, in modern day, in present day, Hive is going to have Daniel Radcliffe, the doctor, Mr. Radcliffe, Dr. Radcliffe, tests 3 people with this Kree blood, and they end up melting. They just freaking X-Men style, when he like the mayor president, he's like all watery and he goes, he's gone, baby. So that ends up happening, man. Coulson finds Daisy on this camera, and Hive is choking Radcliffe. He's saying like, you should be terrified of what this object could bring, meaning the Kree. That's like the signal to have the Kree come down. Lincoln takes this shot, this medicine that he was not supposed to take. Of course, Fitz and Simmons are like, don't you take this, but they kind of had this little boyfriend-girlfriend thing where they kind of disagree, and then he comes later to her and he's like, are we good? Earlier, we disagreed, and she's like, yeah, it's part of the job. I'm kind of thinking, Fitz, don't take this too much. I mean, it's just you disagree at work, personal life and work should be separated at all times, you know what I'm saying? So that's all good, man. So he ends up getting ill and everything, and they have to drill inside Lincoln's head, which we did not see, which I wonder if she ended up, was she bluffing, or was she really going to drill inside his head and get, like, the tissue? Because I want to see that. That'd be really cool to see. But either way, Coulson and the team are planning on to destroy Hive, go into that deserted town, and go save Daisy. Daisy will, Daisy will meet them. She will make them understand. Daisy's not herself right now. She's telling Ward, she's like, I'm going to make them understand. Let's not kill them, please. We can't. They're family to me. But I'm going to make them understand as best as I can how we see the world. Now, of course, they, May seduces or plays with James in sort of way. And there's this part where Daisy and James talking earlier in the episode, and they're at this bar, and he's like, drinking and everything, having a good time. And I felt ill while watching this scene, and that's a good thing, because I was like, you're in a room full of bad people. James and Daisy, they're both mind-controlled, and they're not themselves. And you really feel like, in the room, the way it was filmed, the way the lighting was, everything, you don't want to be in that room. You do not even want to be a fly in that room, because you are going to die. Like, James is just so loose where he will kill you, he will burn you, he will do anything. You know what I'm saying? So I felt that, like, in my stomach, where I was like, you're uncomfortable watching this scene, just because even James makes me uncomfortable. Like, he's cool if he was part of the Secret Warriors, but he's a bad guy, so it's sort of like, it's just all free, like, anarchy, man, let's do it, like, oh, we're gonna destroy the world, make them believe, and you know what I mean? Like, it's pretty freaking crazy and scary at the same time. Okay, where are we going from after that? Okay. So anyway, May gets info from James and knocks him out, which is kind of weird that she just knocks him out easily and he's knocked out the whole episode. But anyway, the Kree arrive, yes, I do. And there's this big fight that goes on, Kree versus the clone girl, the girl that could clone herself, and she basically, I guess she died. I guess that's it. And the Kree are non-stop, dude. Like, not Ronan the Accuser, but I mean literally, they have like these sword machete meat things, and they're like, whoosh, and they like slice and dice and everything, dude. It's pretty crazy. It's almost like they're gonna cook the Inhumans and eat them in a sort of way. So she dies. Daisy versus a Kree, and she ends up draining the blood, or has Radcliffe drain the blood, but she ends up breaking the spine of the Kree. That was scary because the Kree's like you know how the Kree walks, and she's like and all that stuff, and it's kind of scary because he's fighting it, and then he falls, and then she like cracks his spine or some shit like that. It's crazy, man. Hive versus a Kree. Yes, indeed. Brett Dalton, Ward, Will, whatever you want to call him, Hive. I love how he was like, it's been a long time, and then he's just like dodging all the freaking melee attacks, and then he ends up taking him down. That was really cool. But you know, they try. Mac tries to get Daisy, and she refuses, and then this fight that goes on, and the Kree ends up dying, and they actually shoot at Hive with a big freaking missile, and he's just kind of he's not really damaged. He kind of just like regenerates and everything, and you know, it's like shit, we gotta get out. What's going on? So anyway, that happens, and there's really no change really. So they end up escaping. Mac is badly injured. He's beat up, dude. Daisy Tremors was about to kill Mac. So luckily they got out in time. That happens, and at the end Daisy's like, drain me. I have Kree blood in me. So what did I think about this episode overall, ladies and gentlemen, for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Failed Experiment? First off, I gotta say, I love the Kree in this, because it's fun to see the Kree, it's different. And, you know, some may argue, because I remember when I saw the promo and I saw a blue guy, I was like, that looks stupid, it's just a guy in blue paint with, you know, it really did. I was like, oh, really? That's the Kree? But actually seeing the episode and seeing them move, seeing them maneuver, seeing them talk, they're like Kree Reapers and all that. They were pretty intense. They were pretty fun to watch in the way that they were used, the way that they were handled. I thought that it was pretty, because they are menacing. They are scary. If they're in front of you, that's scary as hell. You do not want them in front of you. You're going to die. Leave the room. You know what I'm saying? So that was really cool to see. Hive himself, man, Brett Dalton doing a fantastic job doing that talk. You know, Daisy, I don't want them to understand. We need to kill them. Don't you see this is a better way? And she's like, I guess, you know what I mean? Like the way Brett Dalton plays Hive so well, and even outside, Brett Dalton's kind of just a weird guy. He's nothing like Ward or nothing like Hive, obviously they're characters, but he's very, very different from in real life. Very, very weird. Either way, the action in here, all that good stuff. I mean, the Kree fights, Mac versus Day. I mean, so much good fighting in here in action. I like the opening scene, Hive, when he was younger before he became this monster. So he's been living for a long time, of course. May and James, that was something cool too, of her seducing, and she's like, you're one of them? You're inhuman? Like, she's playing it all well, and James is like, I don't know, maybe I'll let you leave if you have a drink with me. I like you, I like a lass. And he says lass and everything. I'm like, this guy totally used that cliched villain. And they actually did it pretty well too. And the practical and CGI effects, the makeup and the look and, you know, all that good stuff, the clone. Everything about it, man. You know, I really do enjoy Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I think this is a really good season and sometimes great. The only cons about this episode I do have to say, where's James the rest of the episode? James was knocked out and he never got back up. Are you kidding me? Like, he never got back up. He was just knocked out. Okay. There were a few slow scenes every now and then where kind of like it had a good pacing, had a good speed, and then it just slowed down at times where it kind of like, you know what I mean? Like it had that slow little moments every now and then. And did they drill, I mean, these are little nitpicking things, but did they end up drill Lincoln? Like, did they end up, I don't know. But my favorite part definitely has to be the Kree versus Hive. That was probably my favorite scene out of the whole episode. And the ending was good too, you know, drain me, Daisy saying that, you know. So everything about it was really a really good episode. Nothing bad about it. It wasn't a great episode, but it definitely was an entertaining one. Some great parts. Definitely, I thought Daisy was going to kill Mac. I literally thought that Mac was just, because he got beat up so bad. Bruises, I think his chest was going to cave in on him, all that good stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna end up giving this Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. episode a B+, man. A really, really good episode. B+ for this week's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So comment down below. Tell me what you guys thought about it. Make sure to like, comment, and share, and hit that subscribe button. Thanks again for watching. Hopefully all of you enjoyed. I'll see you for the episode 20 review, or whatever, 21, and then I'll see you for the 2-hour season finale on Tuesday night. Make sure to have yourselves a good day, a good week, a good month, and a good year until next time when I see you. Bye-bye.